And here we go again, trying to finish off 4:24 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon, and it's the 31st of August 2011, and so we'll just skip through this. So we're just saying that the white people came and infected our people in the east and spoilt everything with greed. And the cost of the corruption that's happened here over the years has devastated our people. Right? We want to change that image because it's still lingering there. You know, we still haven't got over it and haven't progressed at all. The government seems to just stamp on Maori every time they try and get somewhere, and put an end to that, to schools and everything. And now they're teaching us how to do our own language. That's terrible. Anyway, Chris Phillison, you and Sean and Lice, you fellas designed these things to happen this way. Because you're at the top end. You're the crown at the top end. And John Key, under his advice to the Queen. And he's equally as responsible. And I've got you guys on you're getting bill-debted with your photo, and why you fellas haven't replied to me or challenged me and my title, and even the Maoris, the useless bastards, they can't even challenge the history I got. I'm waiting for any one of you iwis, you useless mongrels, to rebut it. Any one of you. Nothing. Silence. Right? Silence in the court, the monkey won't talk. That's no good. No good. No good. You can't hide any longer. Tukumoke. You can't hide any longer. You fellas are terrible. How you've been stole the this and that, and the Waikato River and all that sort of thing, the mountains and all those things. You don't even your name Morgan come from over there, the Morgan Banks and all those other people there. Wrong name. No, that's why you're underpants. You jumped the waka. One of the 35 that jumped the waka. Tell Henry and Henry. Yeah, the same bloody thing. His big mouth. And look at it. Look at jump the waka and go international. Huh? Terrible. I never seen a politician like that. Just, you're not Maori really. You're white man, and you're looking after your other family, not the Maoris. Not really. And John Tamihira, big mouth, you know, another big mouth. But, you know, it's just, he was in the Maori Land Corps, and what did he do? He stuffed it all up. Yeah, I was there. Anyway, you're not getting away with the corruption, even an Ansat land, you're not going to get away with it. I warned you, fellas. You won't listen. But I warned you. Yeah, so you're going to have to pay the bill. Bill. You get a bill. Don't be surprised. You're going to have to pay it. Because you're human. You cause things to happen. Without you, no fraud would happen. Without you, no corruption would happen. Right? Without you, there would be no government to cause its fraud. So that's how you do it. Roll it over every year and keep it rolling, and make your laws suit yourselves. Right. So we're just skipping through here. You cannot settle marriage claims without there being a corporate audit. So we want a full audit of your accounts in the Crown of New Zealand, corporate company, Her Majesty the Queen and Right of New Zealand. We want a full audit of your accounts right back to 1835. If you haven't got it, we'll assess it all the way through. We've got to put a figure on it. It's inside a trillion, 1,000 trillion anyway, so we just need to stack the figures up. And that's all your bill. It's going to be your bill, all of you people, and we'll make sure it gets locked into your names forevermore. Yep. It's because no person is able to rebut MOAI Crown Sovereign affidavit. They come silent, they say nothing, do nothing. Then it becomes the law. It is the law now. After you, Sean Elias, failed to answer an answer, you failed to answer. You just rather shut your mouth. Well, you can shut your mouth forever. every one of you in the Crown, including the Queen, shut him out. Get out of here. I'm telling you, we can run this place by ourselves with our eyes closed. Yeah, it's not a big deal. If you know what to do it straight. No need for all this humbug and consultants and all the rest of it. No, do the whole job ourselves. In fact, I'll do the whole blood job myself. Yeah, there's a few chupunas around. If you appoint a Governor General against the Confederation, orders from myself, the security officer, right hand to Sunakoro, the elected, mandated Prime Minister of the Maori government, right hand, and the Confederation, and the Maori government, there in front of the Governor General. It's on tape, it's on video, Governor General, and then Saturday, you're on tape. Video, can't get away. But you were there, the event happened, the proclamations were spelled out, it's recorded for trial, class action, or what, otherwise, you the person. Nobody else, just you. Okay? You, the person. That's where the bill goes. Each one. John Key, you get your bill. And Sean Rice, you get your bill. Every politician gets a bill. No matter what. You're the ones that cause these problems. Okay? So, intelligence officer, that's what I was, Ariki for the Maori Crown, and 10% penalty on top of the bill. Right? We have to put a figure, because that's how Pākehā do it. They put a figure, estimate it. And we estimate it. You can't change it because we fix it. You got no say. You got no say, Jose. Yeah. Okay? Fit in the pot. Yep. Two honourables, I've been through that, and so the debt bills belong to you. All the debt bills in this country that has been accumulated belong to you, John Key, and belong to you, Sean Rice, belongs to you, the CEO, Chris Phillison, and Alan Satnan. Belongs to you people. You're the ones that created all of this. Okay? I'm holding it to you as a crown. A crown, MOAI crown, and I want to see your crown beside MOAI crown. Everybody sees my crown. He's a rock. Now, where's your crown? What is it? Where did it come from? Where does it get its authority from God? Show me the God bit. Show me the God bit. I want you to show the world where is God's grace inside there with a spear in her hand and a cross in the other with a dead man on it. Where's the sense in that? Where's the God in there? Okay. So I want you to show me where that is. Right, so we've got to build that charge. Right? You've been charged in the court, in our court, in our Supreme Court. We've got our own Supreme Courts. We can use your one. We can use your Supreme Court and get our own judge. You can't stop us from getting. There's supposed to be a married judge in there. Yeah, that's the law. Supposed to be. Yeah, we'll make sure there's a judge in there for Maoris. No, you're not getting away with it. The corruption and the debt. So the Queen got the 17 trillion. And so we're just about through with it. Yes, that's it. So we're going down to the last one, but I think I'll just take my time on this one and stop it there. And I will. Hi, John here again. It's Monday, 5th of September 2011, and I just addressed the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II. Now that I see she has my MOAI Crown affidavit on her website, the Facebook, and I just want to speak to her and tell her what our intentions are now, since she's been given notice and no reply. The same as the Governor General here in New Zealand, Alan Sadner, no reply, and the John Key, the Prime Minister, no reply, and also Sean Elias, the Justice Minister, Justice of the Supreme Court, Chief Justice. Now, I just want to read out to you here to make it clear what I have to say in front of the whole world watching on Facebook and Twitter and This is a serious matter between MOAI, Crown, Sovereign State, a Government of New Zealand, an emerging ruling authority here from the grace of God. MOAI from East Island, here, now in New Zealand, and in London as well, in your Queen Elizabeth II Great Court. Our MOAI statue stands there, and that's an image of God and myself who claims that now from you. So I speak to you as a MOAI Crown Sovereign Royal Family of Wainoa people of Raiatea Island and Tahiti, and also from Arapanui to Mokanui here at Te Pito, the Sun God Ra at the East Cape, North Island, New Zealand, on our land blocks where we base our authority now, straight to Nubia and Africa, Giza, and the pyramids and the obelisk, sundial, connecting us at the East Cape of the North Island, New Zealand, to East Island. So those are graphic claims that I make now to you, Queen Elizabeth, that the time has arrived. You know, we identify ourselves, and also to the United Nations with the Confederation flag here, given by King William IV, and went through the Parliament in Westminster and through the statute law extant, can't be changed. So that's a fixed contract between the Hapu Confederation of Chiefs here at Waitangi, Bay of Islands, New Zealand, straight to the government of England today. And so I claim MOAI as my family positions, and he's our grace of God authority, and I want him back with our family, where he belongs, in our inheritance. He is standing next to my head and on my icon on Facebook, and also next to my African wife, Linda. So and he's our ruling authority from these days on. God gave us instructions to build that MOAI out of rock of his face and his image. And we also made one for our chiefs. And for us, the descendants, I talk for MOAI and MOAI people, and straight to the God up in heaven. We don't have churches. I wrote to you an affidavit to refute our claims, and which you have not, you failed to challenge my supreme authority of MOAI to God from the East Sun, God Ra, and me, his DNA, royal family owners from Rapanui. I see that you have allowed my affidavit on your Facebook site, which I appreciate, as the bloodline descendant to MOAI direct line to Almighty God, through the MOAI crown that's sitting on his head, and connections to God that is man, not woman. And I wish you to inform your crown representatives in Wellington, New Zealand, that is illegal, unlawful, Governor General Jerry Mathaparai Andrews to cease and decease from your crown authority over us and remove him forthwith and forfeit his sovereignty assumed from England to us, the sovereigns of the land here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and me, his ruling authority, image and spirit, straight to God in heaven. And that's connected to the pyramid of the black African Nubians, the stairway to heaven. And that part of the history is connected by DNA to us in Tahiti and Polynesia, with the obelisk built, pointing to the east, sun god, Ra, where I'm from, on our spiritual landmarks, set aside for a new image of God, not yet done yet. So please note that I have issued the affidavits prior to John Key appointing the new Governor General, Jerry Mataparai, annulling his position in your crown off our Maori Crown sovereign state lands in New Zealand, and that the Maori Hapu Confederation extinguished the 1840 Treaty of Waitangi agreement at Waitangi in front of an Satman on video, caught on camera, over 2 hours duration, and that was on the 4th of February 2011, and with a minute we extinguished them as well. That was Sue Nakora, the mandated, appointed Prime Minister of a Maori government, and that is done on by the original signatories, descendants, blood descendants, who were there in attendance. And on the same day, we had a full lineup of the Navy with the Governor General, and we had a full lineup of police, and also Army, and 58 representatives of states, governments, who came there as well to meet us. So that was all recorded on our council at Waitangi, and the chief, Kingi Taurua, Tamata, and also the Maori government and Maori Confederation, which the United Nations acknowledge as the landowners. And that's in the political system, and MOAI's Polynesian founders being the mana whenua, landowners of this country. So those go together, those two things. Ms. Queen, now that you're a private company CEO of your Buckingham Palace company, and that is what I'm putting across to you now. That the Maori Hapu Confederation extinguished the 1840 Treaty of Waitangi Agreement at Waitangi in front of the land settling, and replaced it with the reasserted 1835 Declaration of Independence. Flag. And this flag was there at least 5 years governing this country before the Australian New Zealand company came along and did a hash-up job of it. The British came in 1868 and rescinded all the titles through the Scottish company, the Manukau Land Company in Auckland here. I have those titles for you to observe. I'll be doing those soon, and rounding them up. Chris Wilson and his fraudulent dealings with the land transactions. I'll show you that, how they did it. This is a serious matter, and will be reported as well to the Hague when we go there, along with the genocide and treason. And we note that you already head up for treason with the Pope, and we're just adding our little lot to it. And also want to make certain that we are heard with our claim against you. This is very serious. With my council, my town council, all charged debtor orders issued on your crown business, Buckingham Palace, private company, City of London company, Rothschilds, the owners of Israel, and the federal government of America, who are in the scam as well. We have noted that as well in our claims by MOAI, crown, over your crown. So, and also Her Majesty the Queen of Ireland New Zealand business that's offshore as well. That's the company of the John Keys and his Parliament and Government of Wellington. And so we bill you for 1,000 trillion out of trillion pounds in gold bullion sterling. That's a figure we put together according to our asset claim in the Ring of Fire, boundary area of the Pacific, and also all the monies that have gone missing from 1835 right through till now. We backdate and audit the company's accounts for Majesty the Queen Rising New Zealand Company. Audit, full audit. We want you, Queen, to order that and get that for us. So our claim is, the MOAI Crown State claim is for stolen land and resources taken out of here. And we seize on the land now that we have control of by affidavit, unrefuted. And so we apply a lien on the land, the resources, the assets, before the Crown here decides to try to get away with it and rid it and hide it somewhere. We want that uncovered now, investigated by your department there, your Government of England. You're responsible. You're responsible. We're holding you responsible. The Government of England, already the Government of Wellington here, run rampant in our claims, in what they have done with the country on your behalf, with your head Crown authority, assumed sovereign, okay, over our sovereign of the land. I'm saying we are the sovereign landowners of New Zealand and Pacific Island Ring of Fire boundary area. So we are the Royal Australianese, Royalist advocate, legal advocates, to put our claims together ourselves. And so Chris Finlayson, he's the CEO of your company, Buckingham Plus, and you wish to extend your new realms here in New Zealand. That's what you did on the 3rd of March 2010. And I note that legally you severed your sovereignty assumed here in New Zealand. When that happened, when you signed the Lisbon Treaty on the 19th of June 2009, that snapped off your sovereignty here. And it's and now that you've changed your status from Her Majesty the Queen to the Supreme Governor of the Church of England, you have virtually cut your sovereignty off, and you're trying to start it up again here in New Zealand. I don't think so. I'm telling you now, no. The answer is no. I know legally you severed your sovereignty. That's what I'm saying. And you cannot install your Crown entity here over our sovereignty and our blood links, DNA, to God image, grace God. You and the Crown of New Zealand failed to refute MOAI title to the lands of Ngātua Ewa Aotea, New Zealand and Pacific Ring of Fire boundary area, as a third of the globe area, the seabed, the land, the islands area, which we valued up at $1 trillion in gold bullion. That's in the resources, the islands, the land, and the value of everything right from 1835 right till now. Everything standing on this land we seized because of what happened to you and your Crown. We force you to forfeit everything that you ever got because of your crime that you can't answer to, and stay silent. So the story with the affidavits is, if you don't refute the claim, many times we have since 2000, year 2000, none of your representatives here in this country has refuted any of those claims. There's over 3,000 affidavits, sworn, written on Facebook. There's enough of them there to annul everything you have here. So on that basis, we note that you have 17 trillion as published in the New Zealand Herald on the 3rd of March 2010. MOAI Crown now claim to, as part of your overall debt bill to MOAI for your part in the fraud with the Pope. And the crime, you stole my MOAI and pyramids in Egypt. That's your crime. Queen, the Pope, he stole our obelisk sundial, and you're charged under the UK, England Ancestral Inheritance Claims Act. I want the whole world watching MOAI Crown State Sovereign Supreme Court case unfold in front of them with your name, photo and identification of Her Majesty the Queen and Right of New Zealand and Queen Elizabeth II, Supreme Governor of the Church of England, come to justice with the Pope of Rome, Vatican City, charged with you by MOAI Crown State corporate companies. Ngātua Ewa Aotea Limited, cooperative company owned by the people of the world, and Platinum Tidal Electric Bridge Construction Company Limited, registered companies in New Zealand. These two companies will be building, those three companies, the City of London, your company, Queen, Buckingham Palace, and also Her Majesty's Queen and Right of New Zealand Company in New Zealand here. So those three companies will get to build. And each single person who has been working all these years, right through, everybody who worked for you, well named. And we put a figure on it, we assess the figure, and I'm afraid you're stuck with that figure. Please notify your government crown here in Wellington, New Zealand, of our intentions, of our MOAI Crown Council, that we intend to pursue the matter in the debt collection companies to recover all the stolen money, all the stolen resources, all the stolen banks money that's been taken through birth certificates and also through land transactions that have been fraudulent through all these years. You're going to have to pay back. I'm afraid your royal family is in disrepute now, and also have a name which is tarnished by these accusations that you can't deny or refute. I'll just say that once again for this video to you today, that it is a black day for New Zealand when Jerry Mataparai, the Governor General, was appointed by John Key. This is through ignorance of your state crown. In other countries as well, which will be coming to an end, but I just want to let you know that our council waits for your reply to settle out of court and to give us a call and contact me and my council to go through this matter to save embarrassment for your royal family, and because our family is spread all over the world, they're watching me on behalf of our Polynesian people, Tahitian regions of MOAI Crown State Government, notify you today, and wish to have you reply in the swiftness of time as soon as you can. And I just want to end on this note that this flag here was given by King William IV. This Confederation flag. Let's put it up here. Our sun has gone away, but I just want to let you see that this here is our authority, which is not been annulled at law. It's not annulled at law. The 1835 Declaration of Independence and Sovereignty, Queen, it was given for protection from the British government, and now it's still there as a protection from the government of England, which we have issues with now. They're responsible for everything going on in this country, on your head, on your crown, and MOAI looking at you now. And this here is going to the United Nations. Now I want you to help our people, our Maori people, to get back together, get their land back, get their authority back, and get back on a par with everybody else in the world. We have our people watching and waiting for your response to this video, to you personally, on your website, Facebook.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.